Thanks to social media, and especially YouTube, people like Justin Bieber were discovered, and their lives have never been the same again. Sophia Grace and Rosie also got their start on YouTube, and in this video, we'll be looking at what they've been up to since we first met them in 2011. Remember to subscribe to Riveted for this and other amazing videos, and for a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card. Answer the question in the video. Background: Sophia Grace Brownlee, born on 18th of April 2003, and her cousin Rosie McClellan, born on the 7th of September 2006, are both from Essex, England, and they make up the duo Sophia Grace and Rosie. When they were younger, Sophia Grace and Rosie went to the same school, which was only a 10-minute drive from their homes. Sophia's dad described the girl's childhood as quiet. He further stated that his daughter was very quiet in class, but started coming out of her shell a few years later and even started singing around their house. Well, we can agree that Rosie is the quiet one, but quiet doesn't quite describe Sophia Grace. Singing was never their dream. Although Sophia Grace and Sophie came to fame because of their voices and stage presence, this hasn't always been the big dream for the young stars. When asked during an interview with Kids World what career Sophie would possibly want, she mentioned singing and acting, but also possibly being a doctor one day. Similarly, Rosie told Kids World that her dreams included acting, dancing, or being a vet or a hostess. How they ended up being famous for music was all just a coincidence. Sophia Grace was only 8 years old and Rosie was only 4 when Rosie visited Sophia at her house. The two were simply playing dress up when they decided to stand up and sing along to Super Bass by Nicki Minaj. They were dressed in pink fairy tutus when they captured the world's hearts with their enthusiasm, innocence, and insane talent. Sophia's mom, who was only taking the video for the sake of memories, didn't want to post the video on YouTube, but the rest of the family members insisted. However, it wasn't fame the girls or their families were looking for. It was all just for fun. The first day they posted the video, it had 7 views. Then they looked the next day again, and it had like 100 views. And when celebrities started tweeting it, like Puff Daddy and Justin Bieber, that is when it went crazy. Okay, so what happens when one suddenly blows up on YouTube with millions of views? They meet Ellen DeGeneres. Sophia Grace and Rosie were first invited to the Ellen DeGeneres show in October 2011 after DeGeneres saw their cover of Nicki Minaj's song Super Bass on YouTube. The then 8 and 5-year-old girls became recurring guests on the show. On their first appearance on Ellen, the talk show host gave them the best advice: don't take things too seriously and don't get too nervous. Ellen also surprised the girls by inviting Nicki Minaj, and the three sang an adorable rendition of Super Bass. Well, Sophia and Nicki did all the singing, but cute Rosie was also on stage. When asked during an interview with Build about her interactions with the star, Sophia spoke of some wisdom Nicki shared with her. Keeping in perspective that Sophia Grace's age at the time, the advice made complete sense. Nicki Minaj told her to stay in school and just have fun. Sophia Grace and Rosie made their long-awaited comeback on Ellen in November 2015 at the ages of 14 and 11, respectively. The girls chatted about how much they missed being on TV and revealed that their biggest Christmas wishes were to get swagways. Of course, Ellen can't resist gifting, so the gals got glitter-covered hoverboards before they left the stage. During that appearance, fans noticed that they had also said goodbye to their tutus. Sophia Grace and Rosie created a brand for themselves, young girls singing the latest hits in their adorable tutus, and as the two girls got older and their wardrobes gradually changed, well, for Ellen's 60th birthday, Sophia Grace and Rosie sent Ellen a beautiful video where they expressed their love and their gratefulness. Their own show. We all know it's always a blessing when a rising star gets on the good side of Ellen. After their appearance on her show, the girls eventually hosted their own segment called Tea Time with Sophia Grace and Rosie, all courtesy of Ellen. In the segment, the duo invited and interviewed guests over tea, such as Miley Cyrus, Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, Hugh Grant, Julie Bowen, Harry Connick Jr., LL Cool J, Justin Bieber, and Reese Witherspoon. The segment won Sophia Grace and Rosie the Choice Web Star at the 2012 Teen Choice Awards. They also became correspondents during red carpet events such as the Grammy Awards, the American Music Awards, and the Billboard Music Awards and the MTV Video Music Awards. Publishing books. The duo also successfully published 2 illustrated storybooks. The first one, titled Tea Time with Sophia Grace and Rosie, was published on the 1st of February 2013. It debuted at number 2 on the New York Times bestseller list of children's picture books, only outsold by Victoria Khan's Emerald Delicious, Pinkalicious. The second book, Showtime with Sophia Grace and Rosie, was published on the 25th of March 2014 and also received commercial and critical success, like its predecessor. Both books were written by the girls and illustrated by Shalog McNichols, and they were published by Orchard Books. Readers who reviewed the second book called it a good read, and moms described the book as very easy to read and understand for their kids. Merchandise. In April 2014, Just Play launched a 2-doll pack containing 2 dolls of both Sophia Grace and Rosie. They were sold exclusively at Walmart stores for the first month until made available at Claire's in May. Just Play teamed up with the girls to produce their own toy inspired by their love of dress-up, music, dolls, and more. The dolls featured the two girls dressed in their trademark hot pink tutus and tiaras. Each doll is fully posable and comes with a matching microphone, ruffled socks, and shoes. The doll plays the real Sophia Grace singing Nicki Minaj's super bass when you press the doll's belly. Acting was harder than singing. When one has celebrity status, it's usually easier for them to get a role in a film, even if they're not accomplished actors. Sophia Grace and Rosie both appeared in 2 episodes of Sam and Cat, the 3rd episode and the 11th episode. In early August 2013, Sophia Grace's representatives announced that she had been cast as Little Red Riding Hood in the Disney movie adaptation of Into the Woods. The announcement of her casting, which was never confirmed by Disney, was criticized as a stunt and was met with concern due to her age and the sexual undertones present between Little Red Riding Hood and the wolf. Later, BroadwayWorld.com website announced that the film had kicked off production with Broadway star Lilla Crawford playing Little Red. After the film's cast list was announced, Dominic Brownlee explained that his daughter had withdrawn from the movie. Sophia Grace later shared that acting was harder for her to master than singing. When speaking with Movie Mom about her 2014 movie with Rosie, Sophia Grace and Rosie's Royal Adventure, she discussed the day-to-day world of acting and where she had the most trouble. The hardest thing wasn't actually anything to do with the movie, it was when they were practicing the lines. According to Sophia, it went over and over again because they had to do the scenes 100 times. TMZ reported that the girls' contracts for the movie included plans for possible sequels and that the girls made serious cash. The contract allegedly stated that Sophia Grace took home $50,000 for the flick and that her compensation for possible sequels would be $75,000 each for a 2nd and 3rd installment. If they made it to a 4th and 5th installment, Sophia Grace would rake in $100,000 for each film. In 2017, Sophia Grace began starring as a judge on the ABC reality series The Toy Box. However, she did not return for the 2nd season. Not much of an acting career for the two, but at least they had fun while it lasted. Hate. It's hard to believe that adorable stars like Sophia Grace and Rosie would receive harsh comments on social media, but Sophia Grace confirmed that no one is immune. She actually got more hate than Rosie, and critics always said that Sophia was mean to Rosie. However, Sophia was able to keep things in perspective and didn't let the negative comments get to her head. The star showed her maturity during an interview and shared how she handled the bad comments. She said, "I just try to laugh about it. I actually find them quite funny sometimes." When they broke up. After a couple of years of working together, the two girls agreed to go their separate ways. Anyone who followed them clearly saw that the girls were completely different, and separating was probably for the best. Sophia Grace opened a YouTube channel, and like virtually all young starlets these days, Sophia Grace turned herself into a brand. Using her considerable YouTube presence, she directed followers to her merch store. In 2014, Sophia Grace stopped posting videos with her cousin and started to focus on her own music. Rosie also opened an impressive YouTube channel and rapidly got subscribers, but instead of releasing songs and music videos, she leaned toward the more viral video route with makeup challenges, extreme recipes, hauls, and reaction videos. Even though she hasn't quite gained the same following as her cousin has on the streaming platform, Rosie still racks up the views. Rosie also started practicing gymnastics for 2 years, and she posted content of her learning new tricks. She also learned Spanish, and in 2017, she received her first solo and singing class at school. Then she also took up the piano to increase her knowledge of music. The family's expanded. On their 2015 return appearance to Ellen, Sophia Grace and Rosie revealed that Rosie's mom tied the knot. Rosie served as a bridesmaid for the nuptials and even delivered an emotional original poem. Meanwhile, both girls became siblings. Sophia Grace told Ellen she has a little sister named Belle who has obsessions and addictions that include her big sister's iPhone and lip balm, while Rosie now has a little brother, Romeo, who loves chocolate. Do they talk? During a 2017 interview on Lorraine, Sophia Grace spoke about her cousin, saying she's great, doing what every other 11-year-old does. She also shared what their families were planning to go on holiday together in December of that year. Sophia was also present on Rosie's 16th birthday, and she confirmed that the love between them was still present. Well, they may be on good terms, but one thing which has been clear over the years is that they're not besties. In January of 2015, Sophia Grace posted her music video, Best Friends, which surprisingly did not include an appearance from Rosie. Then a couple of years later, Rosie also posted a video during which she shared video notes from her friends, but Sophia Grace wasn't one of them. Old videos embarrassed them. In October 2017, Rosie took the time to rewatch her appearance on Ellen and posted a video with all of her reactions. One of her first comments was, "It is still embarrassing." Throughout the video, she made fun of her voice as a kid, comparing it to a chipmunk, and teased herself on some of her answers to celebrity questions. And what does Sophia think about those old videos? As she said during an interview with Build, "I'm proud of everything I've done, but I guess I get embarrassed sometimes, and I like to talk about stuff I'm doing now more." And music career. In 2013, Sophia Grace released the track Girls Just Gotta Have Fun, which featured the pair sitting on the pink thrones and driving pink toy cars. The song itself didn't chart, but its follow-up did. She released her first album in 2017, a 6-track EP called Hollywood. In October 2017, she released a new track called Why You Mad, which she wrote to specifically address her haters. Sophia Grace then ventured into rap music and released the song Can't Sleep in January 2019. The song sees Brownlee opening the video by telling her audience she's moving in a new direction, and she tells the people who expect her to be the same 8-year-old to peace off. In October 2019, Sophia Grace updated her YouTube followers after an unusually long 8-month hiatus from posting the videos. So why the break? Well, she was in the studio recording new music, of course, following in her older cousin's footsteps. Rosie embarked on a singing career of her own, starting with the single Handstand in 2018. J14 called the tune a total bop, and her fans seem to agree. As of May 2020, Rosie has been very active on YouTube, but Sophia hasn't posted anything for months. Are the tables turning? What do you think of Sophia Grace and Rosie? Let us know in the comment section below. This has been Riveted, and we publish amazing videos daily.